So on a spreadsheet, we can use it for various uses, and that's listed in that other video. We're going to use it to make a grade book. And I've got to start here. That's shared out with you in Google Classroom. We have the assignments, our points, which is how many points we received on the assignment, how many points are possible, and then the grade. Now we need to calculate this grade. So let's say we did the binary encoding of name assignment, which was worth 20 points. And let's say we received 10 points out of that 20. We want to calculate the grade. Now to do that, we need to use a formula. Formulas in the spreadsheets always start with an equals. That way it knows we're putting in a formula. Now we need to put in the math. To get our percentage grade, we would take our points and divide it by the points possible. So 10 divided by 20 equals 50%. But we want a formula so we don't have to write that in for each one of these. We want it to automatically calculate based on whatever we put into these, because then we can do what if scenarios. What if we would have gotten 15 out of 20 on this? Well, our answer doesn't change here because we hard coded in 10 and 20. So we need to change our formula here. And instead of just blindly typing in 10 divided by 20, we're going to put in B2, because we want that cell there, B2 divided by the total points possible, which is C2. Now, if I go in here and change this number, say I resubmitted it and got more points, it automatically adjusts my grade. And where that comes in handy is if you have other assignments, assignment 2, assignment 3, and we put in our points. We'll say both those assignments are 50, and you can get your assignments from Progress Book. There's two ways I can put this formula into this cell. I can retype it, so this time it's going to be equals B3, because I'm in row 3 and we want to do column B, divided by C3. Or in the bottom right corner, see this, it's a box, and when I mouse over it, my cursor turns into this little crosshair. I can drag that down. We'll drag it all the way down to here, and it automatically fills in the formula, and you can look up here and you can see that number change as I click on the cells. Now these right here are giving me a divide by 0 because there's nothing in these cells to divide by, so divide by 0 doesn't make sense and doesn't work. So you can either delete those to clear them out if they bother you, or just leave them until you put in another assignment, and then it will go away. So how can we use this to do some what if scenarios? Let's say we have a test worth 200 points that's coming up. We want to figure out what our grade's going to be depending on what we get on that test. Now, to do that, we need to get our total grade. So to do our total grade, we need to find out how many points possible we received, and we do that, start out a formula with the equal sign. We're going to use that sum function that we had before, B2 through B7. And so we're going to sum up all of those, and I can type in that function again, but it's a lot easier to just drag this across. And you'll notice it automatically changed the column to C. And right here, I can just drag that formula down, and right now I've got a 33% if I don't get anything on that test. Let's say I get 180 on that test. Now my total grade is 82% for the class. So I can sit here and play with different numbers to know exactly what I need to get on that test to pass the course. I need to get at least 100 of them to get 60%. So we can play with different things. So your assignment for this part is to put all your assignments from Progress Book for this class on this sheet and calculate out what your grade is. And then I want you to do that for all of your classes. So you can click on the little triangle down here and duplicate that sheet, and we can rename it then. So let's say this is English, and I'm just going to delete the data by highlighting it, and I'm going to hit the delete key. I'm not going to delete our functions formulas because we want to keep those there. So now I can put, for my English, I can put in paper 1. Let's say it was worth 100 points and I got 80 out of it. Paper 2, 100 points. And I can go through and do all of my assignments that way in all of my classes.